Hello guys, today I want to share something very close to my heart, my little art collection. Well, but let me clarify this. I am by no means a professional art collector. Not at all, not even close. I don't have a big budget for expensive pieces, but I'm just a very humble and everyday person who happens to love art. I truly believe that anyone, no matter your background or your budget, can actually love and enjoy art and support it in your own small way. And I also think knowing how to appreciate art is actually one of the best ways to develop a very strong sense of beauty, or what some other people call aesthetics intelligence. So let me walk you through several pieces that I collected all over these years, and each one carries a story, probably a shift in my taste, and maybe a moment of discovery. Hope you like it. So piece number one. This one was probably one of the first pieces that I bought several years ago. I fell in love with it the moment when I saw it. It's a poster reproduction from a museum shop, and it's a work from Louise Bourgeois. Have you heard of her? She's quite famous for this spider sculpture called Maman. And this painting is actually painted in 2008. Louise passed away in 2010, so I guess it's actually quite meaningful. And it's titled "Blue is the Color of Your Eyes." I think back then I was pretty drawn to modern pieces, clean lines and minimalism, abstract, just like this one. So at first glance, it's very clearly that this painting depicts woman's chest. But if you know Louise Bourgeois, you know her work, you know her style, and you would know that her recurring theme of talking about motherhood. So this painting is actually goes a lot deeper than woman's chest. I think it's more than woman's chest, obviously. I think it's motherhood. A lot of her work explores the very complex emotions around her own mother. I think it's like a mix of protection and sadness and pain and vulnerability all together. For me, this painting is definitely not about female body. It speaks to femininity and vulnerability and motherhood. I don't know, I think a lot of her works give me a very discomfort feeling, but I am intuitively just drawn to it. Just like I said, Louise Bourgeois passed away in 2010. So for me, this painting is quite meaningful, and I'm still loving it. Although I'm not a big fan of modern art anymore, but I still love it from the bottom of my heart. So piece number two. This one is actually quite special because it's not originally an art. It's a fan. We are staying in Tokyo, and the fan itself is a welcome gift from the hotel. And we love it so much. However, using a fan is just not part of my lifestyle. So I brought it back, and I thought it would be a waste if I didn't use it. So I reframed it in a Zara home frame. So it turned out pretty good. And now it lives on my wall like a delicate little piece of artwork. And piece number three. So from now on, you will see my taste has been changing all over these years. I am no longer loving modern art anymore, and started to get a little bit more intrigued by vintage, classical, maybe some Renaissance inspired pieces. So this painting is actually not vintage, but it was inspired by antique sketching, I guess. So I bought this piece online and it featured a flat shell, as you can see, a very delicate little sketch of a shell. Always love shells and crystals. They're all, I don't know, they're like small things but carry a lot more energy. So I think they're very powerful, to be honest. I normally keep this one in my bathroom. It actually brings me a very quiet kind of joy. Piece number 4. So now it's a real one. It's a legit vintage sketch, 18th century French painting. And it's really, really old. You can see there is even stain over there, some crack. Yeah, it's really old and antique, but somehow is very precious to me. Even though I'm not religious, but I do consider myself quite spiritual, and I guess a lot of people do as well. I've always been drawn to cherubs. Is that what you call it? Cherubs, the little angels with very like infant baby face. And I used to hear someone pray like, "Dear Lord, please surround us with your little angels today." And that image has always stayed with me. To me, angels are not just messengers, but also protectors. So I always imagine them fluttering around me and wrapping me in their loving embrace and bring me good news. So this art piece is also quite auspicious to me. I love it so much. I place it at the corner of my bedroom. So piece number 5 is for sure the most unaccepted one. I think I consider myself never being into the very traditional oil on canvas landscape, but this one really caught my eyes. Check out this. Isn't that so pretty and beautiful? See? I don't know, I always thought, you know, oil on canvas paintings has no white space and the color is always very saturated to me. I don't know, it didn't appear to me at all. But this one is just really makes me so happy. I think it featured probably a European riverside port. Check out the frame, I love it so much. It's really chunky and heavy and ornate and all gold, and sort of elevates the whole piece. The only problem about this painting is it was imported. The Beijing's dry air sort of caused several cracks here on the sky portion. Can you see it? Here? But honestly, I'm fine with it. It doesn't bother me at all. And also gives a very special taste on it. Like he has been through a lot. Little imperfection makes it more perfect, you know what I mean? So if you're like me, you love art, however you couldn't afford very expensive pieces, I think it's okay that you just buy posters and prints, whatever. And it is highly recommended to buy vintage pieces too. So anyways, thank you for watching everyone, and which one is your favorite? And would you like to share some of the art pieces that you buy for yourself? I would love to look at them. So thank you for watching, bye!